Impaulsive Auditions. This is What is Bitcoin and How Does It Work with Andrei Jikh. Impaulsive episode 250. So I will try and release Tuesday ones on Saturdays and the Thursday ones on Sundays every week. So as long as they are uploading on Tuesday, it'll be up on a Saturday, and as long as they are uploading on a Thursday, there will be one up on Sunday. So let's get into this one.
Just to see that building overrun, it's deeply symbolic, and obviously we've seen other stuff like that this year with the BLM protests, and we've seen buildings burning. But to see the capital of the United States overrun is a very moving sight and a very disturbing sight, and I think it's indicative of how serious this has gotten in the country. And I think there was a lot of time this year where people were like, "Oh, this is sentiment."
Right.
This is no longer sentiment. There are not to make fun or even discount how serious this is. The shit stains of this country have taken.
Mike's Twitter actually, where I saw, it was on Mike's Twitter. He tweeted out that in this one piece in his book where he got shot. It was today or yesterday that a bunch of cops, they were attacked and then pulled out of the vehicle, and then someone tried to steal a cop car and actually drove over one of the cops. So it's not exactly going great that side.
Building. These are the inbred redneck fucks of America, and I'm not talking about the right as a whole. A tiny percentage of the fringe right, similar to the tiny percentage of the fringe left that destroyed buildings during the BLM protests.
Right.
This is fucked. This is fucked and is disturbing. And I got off the phone with my brother-in-law just now, who has been deployed multiple times to defend this country, and he is almost in tears over this.
Right.
It's disgusting. And now what we've also seen is Trump has taken aim at Mike Pence. So the Pence-Trump relationship has come to an end, it looks like.
Actually talked about it on
Pence
Twitter.
is ordering these people to stand down and to leave the Capitol building and to act responsibly. Trump will not make the same tweet.
And this all started because they tried to...
So what's happening right now is today was, I believe, the day that the Electoral College votes were being counted, and it was not. Well, so the Georgia runoff happened last night, but long story short, this is all happening during the time of this final decision-making around who will be the next president of the United States. Obviously, we know that the elected president is going to be Biden. Trump has repeatedly claimed fraudulent election, this what is now being looked at as a conspiracy theory. Was the election perfect? Absolutely not. Was there problems with voting machines? Maybe. But the Supreme Court has said there's not enough here. The state courts have said there's not enough here, and that there is a president-elect. Now, what you're seeing is Trump's continued fiery rhetoric compelling these people to storm our fucking federal buildings. A crime which he tweeted a couple months ago would be punishable by 10 years in prison when it was done to statues.
I remember that.
And so now, the question will be, will he have that same fiery rhetoric towards the people who have now stormed, assaulted police officers? I want to make it clear, I condemned any kind of violence at BLM timing too. If you broke into buildings, if you assaulted cops during the BLM protests, you're a piece of fucking shit. You are a piece of shit. I'm sorry. And if you're doing it today, you're a piece of shit. And so a lot of good people are condemning this completely, but it's a scary time. And
2021 not off to the best start. Fuck, to put it lightly. Fuck.
Kind of feels like 2020,
yeah.
the beginning of 2020.
We didn't want to start on such a heavy note. Andre, we apologize. And by the way, welcome to Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. I got an intro for you. I'll read it here shortly.
Thanks,
but it is tough when the world around you is at this particular moment quite literally falling, right? Yeah. So we wanted to address it, and it is sad. I am so optimistic for the day where we can get past this nonsense and America once again becomes united.
Doggo's on his lap.
It's just honestly, and I know there's two sides, and I know that me even talking about it will piss people off, but like, it's just regardless of what side you're on right now, this is just embarrassing for us. The world is watching and laughing and looking at a very weakened America. We are weaker than we've ever been before since maybe the Civil War. Everyone is mad, everyone is divided, and it's just a really disgusting time. And honestly, like, if your only hope is not that we start to remedy this divide, then you are un-American. You are not a real American. The only thing I want deep in my core is for this to stop, for this embarrassing era of American history to come to an end, and for us to start to heal as a country. And if that is not your only, hope here, then we've got a bigger issue than it seems.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Let's hit the reset button. Let's
Kanye West, fuck Jeffree Star.
Kanye.
Oh, there you go.
So.
Kanye
I
West,
think so.
Kanye West.
It's
not true.
How do
Okay.
how do you know, Dylan?
Very specific gossip.
Dylan, how the fuck would you know whether or not Jeffree
He was
Star
there.
sucked off Kanye West?
It didn't happen, and now Virgil Abloh either. Apparently that's rumored too.
So he's
What-
just making up whose dick he's sucking?
Apparently that was
Just-
rumored that him and Virgil.
He always has a lot of off-white shit.
It's not true.
Why are you guys in uniform?
That's what I was wanting to know.
Are they in uniform?
Wait, hold on. Just
How can we see this? Why are you guys both wearing bright yellow Tyson Ranch t-shirts?
Mike Tyson podcast is the best podcast.
Oh, okay.
Keep the energy high.
Okay, I got you. All right, well, we're gonna try to. Wow, I can almost guarantee that was the worst camera movement
It was.
anyone has ever seen. Shout out, Mike. Okay, so we're gonna try to one up the Tyson podcast today. Guys, with over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, our guest today is committed to the magic of finance and helping you on your financial journey. He was also the lead cardistry expert on Now You See Me Too. It's Andrei Jikh.
How you guys doing? Thanks for
What's
having
up,
me.
brother?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, the second one was
Your
better than the
microphone
first.
looks abnormally high.
It does. Let me lower it.
You could even just tilt it
You can just
down
tilt
the
it.
top, and then it will. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So look, dude, we're called Impulsive for a reason. Kind of scatterbrained, a little ADHD all over
Sure.
the place. But we brought you and you flew in today from Vegas.
Yeah.
Right, to come on this
Just
podcast?
landed, yeah.
Okay, and you came right to this
That's
house.
right, yeah.
Amazing, bro. Amazing.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for wasting your time and coming.
And it's so we should preface to it spawned out of our last episode
Yep.
and just the current happenings of this past week, which has been a further Bitcoin and crypto boom spurred by this institutional buying that's happened over the past few weeks or month or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
And we were on this rampage. And we're like, dude, we got to find somebody to talk to, and here you are.
Yeah, a lot of people recommended you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
in our comments.
Yeah, you had a lot of
How
supporters.
wrong they were.
So let's talk.
You got the shirt, bro. You
What
got
do
the shirt.
Why you downplay yourself? Like your
I mean, it's just a shirt.
it says Bitcoin on it, premium playing cards.
That's right.
Okay, all right, but you came into the house and you're like, I don't know why I'm here.
Yeah, I don't know why you brought me up.
That's not
I'm not
true.
an expert.
Yes, you are.
All right, I'm an expert.
You are. You are an expert.
I told him you might have said the classic, I'm not an expert, like, don't rely on me for fiscal responsibility.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
why you say it?
A
Or
little
not?
bit of that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you or are you not an expert? Like, what is your, where does this come from? Were you into finance before crypto?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I came when I was 9 years old to America from Russia, and my parents were Cirque du Soleil acrobats, so they were performers.
And you
I was
followed
a-
in their footsteps.
Yeah, I was a circus kid, but every performer sucks at money. Like, they make good money, but they don't know how to manage it.
Right.
So my whole life I was growing up, and I was like, what do I do with money? Like, I don't want to be like my parents, because when they came here, they didn't know what credit cards were. They didn't know what investing accounts were. So I was like, I don't want to be like them. So
Right.
I started to learn magic, because my dad showed me a magic trick. And
that was so like left field. Like I don't want to be like them.
anyway, I started to learn
I got into magic.
Yeah.
Seems like you went straight to that direction, man. Are you the
Basically,
opening act now?
not talented like my parents were, and I wasn't. So, yeah, and eventually I got the role for Now You See Me, where I taught the cast for 2 weeks in London. It was super cool.
Are you responsible for
What?
that one scene?
The white lab scene? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
The-
where they hide the card behind their
Yes.
hand and they.
Yeah, so John Chu, the director, and I, we kind of worked on that
Ah,
for a
John
couple
Chu.
months, and Yeah, it took 2 weeks to shoot.
John Shu worked on the Justin Bieber Believe movie. I'm not sure if he done the Never Say Never movie.
Shoot. was
That one scene
crazy.
took 2 weeks.
2 weeks to shoot it. Yeah.
That scene has been watched so many
Yeah.
times.
Dude, that scene is insane.
It's also you recreating it is your most viewed video on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. It
25
was.
million views. I won't play it
million.
here, but that's crazy. But why did that scene take 2 weeks to shoot? I'm
Because we
curious.
taught the actors how to do everything in that scene for real.
Oh.
Like we literally taught them step by step how to throw cards, how to palm it, how to do everything.
Okay, very cool. And
So-
so you are an expert, right? We can do it later, but I want to have you throw a card at a. Can you cut a banana in half?
Theoretically, but I haven't done it in so long that I mean I could try.
But you're like sleight of hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah,
So
we'll show you some stuff.
man of many talents.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
for some reason I'm like slightly not surprised that the Bitcoin expert is also a closet magician.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm like? And so that's what I want to try to combat today is this idea that Bitcoin is fugazi.
Yeah, yeah,
Now you see it.
yeah.
17,000, 35,000.
Yeah.
But
And now
also
you
it's
don't.
not backed by anything except
Right.
for mined data.
Yeah,
like
man.
what the fuck is Bitcoin?
What the fuck is
What
Bitcoin,
is it,
Andre?
bro?
What
For
they're
the
trying to
people who
ask
don't
is like,
know.
what is Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
If you figure it out, let me know. No, but okay, so man, where do I start? So in 1964, there was this physicist, he's a
Damn, we're
Russian
going
physicist
back.
named Nikolai, I forget.
Is everyone
Kardashev.
named Nikolai
Kardashev.
there?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and Vladimir.
And Vladimir.
Yeah.
Vladimir, yeah. Which is literally my middle name.
Right, right.
Yeah, so Nikolai Kardashev, right? So he created Kardashev.
Oh my God! I thought he said Kardashian. I go, that's why that's
Kardashev.
how
They
they
get the money.
Yeah.
Kardashev.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So he created 3 types of classifications to try to, like, if we look for alien races out there on the planets, how do we find them, right? And we would find them by trying to find their energy output, right? So the more advanced they are, the more energy they use. And so he created 3 types of different civilizations. There's type 1, type 2, and type 3. So type 1 is called a planetary civilization, which is more of an interplanetary civilization that focuses on getting its energy from the sun, from its planet. They control the weather, earthquakes, volcanoes. They can stop anything they want.
Avatar.
That's a type 1. There's a type 2, which is it's not a galactic one. It's a interstellar. It's a stellar planetary civilization. And so what that is, it's they use just this. Have you heard of the Dyson sphere?
No, is that
It's
a
a
vacuum?
vacuum cleaner,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's the vacuum.
That's so good.
Dyson.
I hate both of you guys.
Star Trek.
Have you heard of it?
No, I didn't, but I did hear the vacuum, so that's why I'm actually kind of upset.
So good.
Because the only thing I related to right now was the fucking vacuum.
Dyson sphere.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like these metal things that float around the Earth,
Okay.
or the sun,
Okay.
where it tries to mine the energy from the sun, right? And so once a civilization reaches type 2, it goes immortal, and so it can't be killed because they go to other planets.
Okay.
So that species can't really be wiped out.
Oh, so it's kind of
Does that make
like
sense?
Yeah, sure.
They go to other planets.
Sure, it's
The
hard to
multiverse.
fully grasp what you're saying. This Dyson sphere is a hypothetical megastructure that completely encompasses a star and
Yeah.
captures a large percentage of its power output. Okay, so what could type 3
Yeah,
possibly
that's
be?
all I can think about right now.
Right,
is what's
right,
that
right.
say.
Herpes.
So
Yeah, it's like,
It's actually immortal on your cock. You just fucking.
stays with you. Yeah.
type, I'm excited.
I'm itching to know, man. Tell me.
So type 3 is Star Wars, right?
Oh.
Where they're galactic. They could travel to different galaxies.
Holy shit.
Okay, so
So-
I was
okay,
just
so
doing that
what's-
beautiful as a
what's Bitcoin,
joke.
man?
So we
How do I pay at Walmart with this? Wait, like they're like, sir, your total's $36.72.
You don't understand.
For your Dyson vacuum cleaner. How would you like to pay? I'm like, I'm from the Dyson sphere. Dude. Can I pay? Like,
you don't understand. I'm type 3.
Hey, you guys brought an expert about Bitcoin?
No, and also,
He's like Star Wars.
because he's obviously an expert on a lot of things. I thought he was gonna start with Satoshi Nakamoto,
Nah.
but clearly it started way before. Okay,
No,
so,
we're gonna go meta.
Okay, you
Yeah,
are
yeah.
clearly. So get us to get
So
us.
you
to
got magic
2000
tricks. We know Star Wars.
Get us to 2009.
Maybe we chill out. Let him explain.
Yeah.
himself.
Okay.
All right, so Dyson.
Yeah, okay, so type 3 is Star Wars, right?
Okay.
Where they're galactic and they can travel to different galaxies. On this scale, we are 0, right?
Oh.
Because we get our energy from dead plants and coal, and Our energy is brought to you by ExxonMobil.
Fucking novice,
Right.
novice shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're noobs. Yeah. We're like 0.7 theoretically.
Okay.
We did invent the wheel, so let's chill out. on
We're
this
getting
one.
there.
Sorry, and one was able to garner their energy from
The stars
From
from its host star, but it gathers it from from
would
the sun.
that mean that solar is
Solar
our
power.
first step
That's
to
right.
becoming type
So-
1?
so
Let's
we-
fucking go.
So we are
Nice.
seeing evidence every day when we wake up that we are becoming a type 1 civilization. So
Got
for
it.
example, type 1 language is English, right? Because it's a language that's spoken all around the world as a second language pretty much. So that is a type 1 civilization's form of language. Our entertainment, our education, those are social medias now. We're connected by Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all those. We are connected together with our
I would say like our family trees also make
Just
us more.
Is it just my face? How I look? It's funny to you?
I think it looks funny too.
I do too. It's literally my trademark. Jeff, why are you clapping? There's no need for the applause. It was funny, but I don't think he had to do an ovation for it. He stood up out of his seat and shit.
He's like, finally, someone said it.
something to him.
And it was the expert.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So the type 1's form of money that we have right now is the next biggest step.
Got it.
So the transition between 0 to 1 is literally the most dangerous transition that a society can go through. Because maybe that's the reason why we're not finding intelligent life out there on Earth, because they just self-destruct by that time. Because what happens with type 1 is all this technology and information becomes what's called democratized, right? Like everyone has access to any kind of information, weaponry, anything else. So imagine if like a radicalized country gets a hold of how to build an atom bomb.
Not
What
good.
happens? Not
Problematic.
good.
But
right.
but it is happening.
But it's literally happening right now.
Oh.
So in the next 90 to 100 years, that's going to be our transition to a type 1. And the next phase is probably going to be the most important phase of our lifetime, which is a type 1 money.
Because that's
that
what
is-
it's all about at the end of the day.
Ah.
right?
Does that make sense
Currency.
where I'm going with this?
I know.
All right.
I see what you're doing.
All right.
Before we go too far into the rollover to type 1, because I'm sure we won't get back to this to type 2 and type 3.
Yeah.
Would the transition from type 1 to type 2 and 3 be transforming it from English to math so that you could have conversation with other
Not
life
necessarily.
form? Okay.
No. It's just a planetary language for us because it's spoken by everybody.
Got it.
But I could see how math might be a type 3 language because math
Or
is
two.
universal across the universe.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's how we communicated when we sent out the probe with the gold disc. It was just our music or math. And
Right.
we're like, hey, here's where we're located. And we literally use math to try to.
Right.
Yeah, so it might be. That's a good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
maybe.
so let's get back to crypto. Go ahead.
But anyway, so yeah, type 1 civilization's form of money is, we think it's going to be crypto. Because it's like money for the world. Because every time you travel, you have to get like different currencies, right? There's like the yen,
Yeah.
there's the ruble,
Yeah.
and it sucks to have to convert your money. So imagine that we have access to a money that is global all across the world for everyone to use. So for the first time in human history, we have control over money. Because like if you ask like, what is money at the end of the day? Is influence, right? That's all it is. Money is influence and power. And for thousands of years, that power has belonged exclusively to the elite and to the governments of the world. Right?
So it's a the words I've been hearing are decentralized currency.
Nice.
I haven't got there yet.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I lost my train of thought because Logan started speaking. What did he say?
Elite and to the governments of the world.
Ah, that's what it was. Equality for all. So, in other words, doesn't matter if you're the president. Whatever money you've got in your bank, you can be living a I don't know, blue collar job, and you can make more money than the president at some point because you literally just you're not letting the government take a piece of your paycheck. You're not letting the rich people take like extra taxes on their, well, not taxes, like your producers and that. They can't take like extra money because now the stars are making more studios in their homes, so they don't have to rely on all this extra stuff, and then they get all the money, and then the producers and that get hardly any.
Right.
So it's a the words I've been hearing are decentralized currency.